Hello, my little Scrumplings, and welcome back aboard the Scrump truck. We are continuing the fall, and this episode, my lord, this episode should take us to the end of the second week that I've been posting, and I just want to go ahead and thank you guys in advance for all the subscribes and the views that I've already had so far. It's great to just have the support that I've had, so I just wanted to thank you guys. And if there's any, I just want you to realize that this is something that I've been wanting to do for myself for a while. This is something that I can do by myself and have a lot of fun doing, and release on my own time. Even though I'm trying to put out episodes daily and things like that, but my point is, if there's something that you want to do, go do it. Grab life by the balls and make it your own. Seriously, that's what you got to do. And I mean, that's the main way to succeed and be happy and move forward and stuff. Maybe some of this is spawning from the news of Robin Williams' death, which I'm sure is old news by the time this video posts, but that's when I'm recording. So there's a lot that comes with that, and I don't want to assume anything about what was going on in his life or anything, but we know that, you know, he was very depressed and had a lot of issues with that. And so I will make this my soapbox really quick, my little cardboard soapbox that should break apart real fast here, that if you're having problems or with depression or sadness or just getting out and doing things, like, please contact friends and get a hold of them and try to get out. And I understand that you can't. I've battled with depression myself in the past, and it's taken a hell of a lot to get out of that and to move forwards. So I don't want to assume that I know where you are, because I don't like it when people assume that they know how my life's going and that they can live through my shoes and things like that, because you can't. You can never understand truly where somebody else is in life. So, if you're in depression and you're struggling with things, like, please contact somebody. Message me. Hell, I'd love to talk to you. I really would. But if you know somebody else that you think might be struggling, reach out to them. Don't let anything bad happen to them. It's friends and family are probably the most important things to me in my life. So I want to spread that love to you guys as well. I will get down off my soapbox and continue the fall now. Thanks for putting up with that for a minute. So, last time on the fall, we ran into the caretaker. The caretaker said that our personality is not suited for the final test. And the final test was to get old Uncle Crazy Bob, Drunk Man, that's his last name, Drunk Man, out of the corner, so the new Mega Man boss, and to join the party. But we couldn't lie to him. We couldn't pretend to, you know, be like, "Cook's out of the corner, come on, join the party so we can get past this and succeed." But we couldn't. We couldn't do it. So I took off running. The caretaker said that we are not suited for that final test. But he said that the final merit point that we need could be overwritten if we go to the mainframe and change it ourselves, which means attacking Hank, or Merely, or however you want to know him. But he's one of my favorite characters, Hank is, and I really hate to stab him in the back, but it looks like that's about the only direction we can go. So, speaking of directions to go, let's choose one. At this point, we can disengage, which is usually disengage the conversation, or we can say analyze the mainframe. Let's do that, because the conversation's going to end anyways.
You survived while the humans died. Perhaps you are faulty.
Jeez, Arid. You know, I don't have the same parameters as you. I'm bound too. The rules are just different for me.
Illogical. Your inactivity makes you responsible. I will not allow anyone to endanger Joseph's.
Just the silent treatment, straight up. Hank? Okay, so yeah, I just hit spacebar, which is usually like an accept on the menus and stuff, and I just walked into the elevator.
I will protect the Colonel.
Oh man, So we've gone from playing like a good character trying to save her pilot, which still is, to a character that's willing to backstab somebody that's been helping them quite a bit in order to... Oh! What the... Oh, hell no! Y'all didn't sludge me up. This elevator call button's unpowered, but yeah, like, I'm willing to suddenly turn on this person that's given me so much help through... Oh, Lord. An old turbine. Oh my gosh, what is all of this? I'm afraid to go any further. I'm gonna go left and just do a little exploration. Actually, it looked like there were two separate ways to go. We've got observation and lab. So we can go left to the observation, or the lab is to the right. I feel like lab is where we're supposed to go, and my brain works this way. That's where we're supposed to go, so let's go this way. I always go the opposite way in order to... Oh my gosh. In order to explore and just get a feeling for where I'm at and what's going on. A personal data assistant. An iPad? A personal data assistant. They're a collection of log entries. Read entry 1. Let's go. Pete and I are en route to the fabled facility. He pawned off the last of our cargo for this clue to its location. If it's a corporation like Domesticon would have... As if a corporation like Domesticon would abandon one of its facilities and then expunge all records of it. A mythic scavenger's paradise. He hears these stories and you can almost see the monetary signs flash in his eyes. Oh, why do I indulge him? Well, I guess I know why. Entry 2. This place is a dump, but I have to admit, I'm totally excited. We're going to pull some serious value out of here, like maybe more than our last dozen heists combined. I'm glad Pete took the risk on finding this place. He laughs, calls me Devin the Doubter, but we both know we're a great team. He managed to hack into one of the terminals and got our palm prints added to the employee register. I swear he can do anything. That's interesting. That might be information that we need, that if we find these guys' bodies, their palm prints can help us out. We haven't found enough to even compensate our cost yet, and man, if this place isn't creepy. Some of this stuff is trash, like really messed up, and other stuff is in surprisingly good condition. I can't figure out what happened here. And Pete doesn't seem to care. His eyes are always on the prize. He says this place is all wrecked because the vault got so full of wealth, and that exploded open and killed everyone. Ha! So something interesting, these guys are scavengers going out and collecting things. When we first met Hank, we mentioned that there was a body hung up downstairs, and he said it possibly could have been an unlucky scavenger. Also, this creepy whining in my ears is getting me all goosebumpy. It's getting me creeped out bad, and I love it. This empty trash hole. You trash hole. This empty trash hole is infested with giant slugs. I let my guard down for like a minute and one of the ugly bastards squished out of who knows where and spewed acid on my back. The pain is excruciating. The stench is nauseating. Pete chased it away with his light and bandaged my burn. I guess my leathers took the brunt of it. We did find one thing of value. We pried open a computer terminal and removed a fancy superconductive main board. That alone would be worth the trip. If this area wasn't so flooded, we could probably get a lot more. Stupid slugs. Is it cruel if I took pleasure from its squeal? Ooh. So these guys collected a main board. I wonder if there is only one main board in the facility or if there are multiple ones. Oh boy. So this is the last entry. Pete is gone. Pete is gone, and I don't know what to do. We were in an employee lounge area, which is the other direction, looking for more salvage, and this droid came through the ceiling and just grabbed him. I panicked and I tried to run, but I tripped over the coffee table and dropped the main board. Not that that matters now, but Pete started screaming, and I ran. It was a bad scream. It was a really bad scream. I'm sorry, Pete. Wow. So, did he say what his name was? Devin, that's right. Devin the Doubter. So Devin and Pete. A series of monitors, fate images from the testing area have burned into the screens. Can I look at said screens? I cannot. Okay. The corpse from above the grocery room, headless and one-handed, it got dragged all the way here. A series of monitors, fate images from the testing area have burned into the screens, which is the same as it was in the other area. Or the other monitors. This might be a one-way ticket here, so I'm kind of afraid to... Oh, is this the... Oh, that's the grocery store down there. Oh no, because the light hasn't flipped down. Sorry, the dripping green and the rafters. I thought that was the grocery store. Okay. So this might be Devin. Because we used his hand to get into doors and things like that, and they said that they had programmed themselves into the mainframe. So, on to the lab. An old turbine. Validated domestic droids are networked into a stasis compound. A computer with a view screen on the front. A mainframe computer terminal, the top hatch has been abrasively pried open. I'm guessing that's where they grabbed the mainframe from. Or the main board. An old turbine. A dangling handle connected to a shower. An emergency shower. There's an open slot with a label that reads detergent. Oh my gosh, there's a claw like sticking out over the side of the screen over there. That really creeped me out. It caught the corner of my eye. 2 test tubes containing bright glowing fluid. What was this again? Open slot labeled detergent. A computer terminal. I will come through and interact with some of this stuff. I like getting my bearings. A kitchen knife. These insects seem attracted to something in this machine. An old beverage machine. There's a spot here for a cup. There's a lot going on here, guys. An aquarium, the front.
Thought you were gonna sneak up on me? Well, ask yourself a question. Are you a slug? Because I shoot slugs.
An aquarium, the front glass has been smashed. There's a lot to take in here. This room watches the description from the salvager's log. This room matches, my bad, from the salvager's log. This appears to be where he fell. An aquarium, the front glass has been smashed. So this is where Pete was taken. And where Devin ran away. So if we had a cup, we could collect something from in there that the fireflies are attracted to. Let's see what this computer terminal has for us. This is the 3rd time this month that I've found our main reactive agents shelved right beside each other. I don't understand why I'm not getting through here. Do not store these chemicals together. They're perfectly inert by themselves. But when these agents mix, they are incredibly volatile. The light from the reaction alone is enough to cause blindness. If this happens again, I will report it to Wilson. Keep the purple and yellow liquids away from each other. In other words, let's mix those bad boys together and see what we can do. We'll do it later. So there's the bad boys that I was speaking of. An open slot, a label reads detergent. I'm wondering if we can put the fluid in the detergent, pull the shower. Well, we don't need to just yet. Let's go check this computer screen out if we can. Cannot. The main board would react to this, but it is missing. I will try to find it. So what I tried to do real quick, if you missed it, was pour the superconductive fluid onto where the main board was taken from, and it says the conductive fluid is used on computer parts. The problem is the main board is missing. And we don't need to do anything with that detergent mixture yet. I imagine that will come in very handy at some point in the future. So, let's take the old one-way ticket to mystery location. Oh, I can't. I'm assuming that that's the grocery store. Because I can't, well, I can't climb down. There's the drippy drips, there's the rafters and the lights. But it seems like one of the lights should be tilted because I shot one of them, but maybe it's one over that I just can't see. So it seems that we're in search of the main board, but I'm sure that if the coordinator, or I can't think of his name ever, the other droid that's here, if he had anything to do with it, he might have taken it. And if he took it, he might have replaced it or put it somewhere safe or something. Man, that's a lot of robots. A lot of robots. Let's see what we can do with the fluids then. It's about the only thing I see that we can actually do anything with. That does not work. I tried to put the purple reactant in there, and the yellow reactant also does not work. Superconductive fluid also does not work, and a plastic shoe cover, partially decayed hand. That doesn't seem helpful at all. Let's see what the shower gives us. Survey says... Survey says it's a shower. Well, surprise, surprise. A kitchen knife? That actually seems pretty handy. Let's take the kitchen knife. It is still quite sharp and relatively clean. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's the insects. I can't seem to do anything with the vending machine. Oh, what's that? Room matches the description. Yeah. Yep. Wow, well, we have uncovered a lot of stuff. The whole new area with the lab and the lounge, and we've got Devin and Pete, who are running around here that stole. They done stole that main board. They stole the main board that I believe that we need in order to reprogram Merle, in order to give us the merit point that we need in order to access the med lab. So, all of that said, we're going to tackle this area next time on Nook and Cranny Gamer. I am Scrumptious Scout O'Neill, and thank you very much for watching. I love you all. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you next time.